what's his name? Young. I watch a lot of this guy. Young Don Reacts. Shouts out to Young Don Reacts. He's probably gonna be reacting to someone else, but shouts out to everyone that's dealing with this video, man.
Meant to date her and forget her past. Oh, video by Riva TV. Okay, let's check this out, man. Now, what is Brittnay asking us to do?
Men fixate a lot on someone's past because they feel that another man can permanently taint a woman.
You know what, Brittnay, what you just said? Men fixate on a woman's past because, not trying to put women in a box, but women are like cars, bro. Women are like cars. Ain't nobody want no woman with no 250,000 miles on it. I'm just saying. With an oil leak. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. That's what comes with it. With a lot of with a damaged axle that's been totaled. You know, I'm just saying. You want to pay full price for a car that needs a front axle and a back axle with the transmission slipping. Now, dog. Now. Get me off that list. Don't get me off that list, cuz.
There was a video that I did in my car.
I mean, maybe some men, but I don't think that's why most men are interested in what your past was.
Facts.
Where I was talking about how I had
Brittnay Renner on sleeping with 3 men in 24 hours. Okay, what's she saying?
Golly.
3 men in a day, and then I ended up getting a use.
Man, hope you use protection because that's pretty disgusting, man. Because a guy going inside you and feeling like, oh man, she's really into me because, you know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm talking about, I'm not going to go too much into it because it's going to be on YouTube, but it's a whole nother man's. Ejectocito, cuz. What you talking about? Ugh. That's nasty. What? That's not cool. 3 men in 24 hours. Come on now. What would your mama say? What would your grandmama say? Be real now, Brittnay Renner. Come on now.
Why miss out on?
Wow. See, that's what niggas is worried about.
I feel like
Okay?
young.
You sleeping
Listen,
with-
I feel like young Don right there. Like, hold up, baby. I didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up for you to. You know what I'm saying? You what you call him? You know what I'm saying? You what you call a derby car?
3 men in 24 hours.
That's-
What does that say about
excuse
your
me, oh.
mental state?
Damon almost came
potential love
up
of your life just because some guy dated her and it didn't work out.
Nah.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Riva, and I'm back again.
Oh my
with another
God.
video.
Bro, I'm reacting to him reacting to someone to react. Oh, this is reaction inception. Jesus Christ. And I apologize if this mess up any of y'all thinking, but it's 3 people reacting to one video, bro. I apologize.
So it
Okay.
seems to be that Brittnay Renner is kind of begging men to forget her past. Okay?
Right.
Now, I'm going to go into and break down exactly what I mean by what I'm saying, but you guys have to see the clip to kind of get the context. I'm going to press play, pause, and play, and then give you guys my feelings and my opinions on
tripping.
this entire situation.
She
Men
tripping.
fixate a lot on someone's past
Lord,
because
that's
they
wild.
feel that another man can permanently taint a woman. You don't have that power.
You don't think
A
that some
man
women
cannot.
But you know what? A man does have that power. Because think about this. Even if, like, some things are symbolic, bro. Like, people got to get over the fact that some things are just symbolic, bro. Like, I don't know, dude. I just feel like that's why people don't use public bathrooms. A lot of people don't like using public bathrooms. Because you don't know whose butt was there. Even though it feels clean or not, it's still the fact that, like, oh, I want the comfort of my own. I don't know if that's a bad, I guess a bad way of trying to, like, relate it, but, you know, that's just how I feel it. Like, just like when somebody drink out of your bottle. Somebody drink out your bottle. They might not have nothing wrong with their mouth, but it's like, oh, you drink out my bottle? Or certain people do that. So it's, man, she tripping, cuz. I don't care what nobody say. She's tripping.
Permanently taint me.
So
I mean, if you get a incurable STD, that's one way.
There we go. See, I watched this video, but I don't remember it. So what he just said, yes, if you get the bump, you know what I'm saying? You're cooked. You know what I'm saying? We all cooked. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be one cooked family. What you talking about?
But okay, let's go.
This
No.
first segment that she said of, men focus
No.
on, a woman's past simply because they feel like a man can taint me, or a man can, change me or make me into this bad woman because of the men that I dealt with. And the first thing that I want to say to that is 100% inaccurate.
Right.
The reason why men judge women sometimes off of their past is because it is a guideline of their poor choices on a consistent basis.
It's a mirror. Yeah.
Right? It shows your lack of value for yourself. It
Right.
shows, again, your poor decision-making skills. It
Yeah.
shows that
That's
you are
true.
moved emotionally and you aren't.
You gotta think, when someone gets with someone, you gotta think what she just said. When someone gets with someone, it's like, what did you see in them? That because you don't date no one that you don't got something in like common with. I don't care what you say. It's almost impossible to date someone that you don't have something in common with. Hook up with someone's completely different. But to date someone and call yourself being in a relationship, what's in common with them? If I see the girl I'm with now, or like, you know what I'm saying, or the girl I'm in love with, dating someone that I know is a scumbag, what do you see in common with them, bruh? Because I know this fool ain't nothing. What do you have in common with them? Because I know you too. Y'all not supposed to match. So I understand. It's a mirror, for real. So I don't know. It's crazy. I understand it.
And being that men
Yeah.
are logical thinkers,
Wow.
they are looking and recognizing the patterns.
Facts.
Wow.
So,
Hey, Shorty got that sauce. What you talking about?
With Kraft Parmesan cheese.
That Parmesan cheese look good.
Those who answer the call of the vagabond know that the best stories aren't.
That reminds me, I
about
need to get some new
rich
tires for my truck.
men.
Ooh, okay. Okay, Reva.
Yeah.
He's like the man whisperer for women. More women need to listen to Reva.
Chat.
she has a
She's right.
standpoint,
Check.
to her
She's real right.
argument of trying to defend herself is like, oh, men think that another man can taint a woman. It really has very little to do with the other man and more to do with you.
A lot of women they've had relationships that have completely changed their personalities, the way
Facts.
they trust a man, the way they view men in general. I feel like you can be in a messed up relationship that can really mess you up.
Now, this is the next thing. There's some women who go into
I'm glad he challenging her, because a lot of people would just say, oh, she's a pretty face, I'm not going to challenge her because, I'm trying to get something on the back end, but, or look good to her. But he challenging her. And I you know what I'm saying, I'd applaud that.
relationships and, because the relationship did not work out in their favor, did not work out in the way in which they thought that it should, they then become this vindictive woman. They want every other man that is, going to be in a relationship, they want to put him in a place that he has to pay for
Wow.
the mistakes of the man from before.
That's crazy.
They
Hold up. My freaking, small compared to theirs. No, cuz, you ain't about to do me like that. They made my bigger. You ain't about to little bro me. Big bro here, what you talking about? Made my camera a little bit bigger. You ain't about to little bro my camera.
so badly want to push this narrative that men are bad and men are toxic and men are this and men are that. So even when they just get into a relationship with a guy who is probably a good guy, probably not doing the wrong things, probably not stressing her out,
Right.
they're going to go through his phone, they're going to act accusatory to him, they're going to do anything that they can to self-sabotage that relationship
Yeah.
to prove that he is as bad as the person who they were with before.
But I feel like when it comes to past and a man focusing on what happened 5 years ago or what man you slept with, or
Look.
what
And, I believe
Her
that.
voice getting shaky. Hey, cause she know, she know bro right. She getting flustered because you're cooked. You're cooked. You've had too many men know you have seen you naked. And as a man, as a straight heterosexual male, I don't want to I don't want a woman that everybody's seen her naked. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't want to be with a woman that 50 guys have seen her naked, 30 guys have seen her naked, 20 guys have seen her naked. Let alone as many guys as you've been with. Nah, I'm good. Recreational uses only, homie. What you talking about? No.
All forms of self-sabotage, or maybe we should say most forms of self-sabotage, are a manifestation of thinking that you don't deserve something. Whether it's you sabotage yourself when you're doing well at work, with school, with a chick, a relationship, so many things. It's because there is some underlying negative self-image that you have, that you're carrying. And so once you see yourself approaching something that seems to be good, or having something that seems to be good, you gotta do something to fuck it up. And I think a lot of these chicks, like a Brittnay Renner, have that negative self-image embedded in them. That sense of just not deserving something good or someone good. They have to make that a reality regardless of whoever they date. And so if they do happen to find a good guy, they have to fuck it up.
Are you with? That is thinking when this man stuck his in her, she no longer has value. We're the whores, but who we are.
It's not about who you were sleeping with. It's not about because of that man that touched you that it caused any problem or pain. It's not about intimacy. Obviously, men know that if you were previously in another relationship, more than likely you were intimate with that person. Obviously, especially because you have children. That's not the question. The whole point of the conversation is, as I said before, it is about your track record. It is not something that you did. You were in a relationship and you've only been in committed relationships and what have you. It is how you, again, are moving through these situations, how you are navigating these situations. Do a lot of people have access to you?
Right.
No man, it doesn't matter what the situation, is going to feel 100% happy about the fact that every other man can say that they've been there. They want to keep something sacred for themselves. And so,
And again, what does it say about you?
What did I just say? Didn't I just say that? No, I don't want 30, 40 men on seeing you naked, bro. Don't even get me started on the OnlyFans girls. I don't care how much money it is. You know what I'm saying? Money ain't everything, bro. Sometimes you gotta, when you lay down in your coffin ain't gonna be no grander than mine. Trust me. You might have a little nicer headstone or something like that, but you still gonna turn into worm food. When you lay down in that coffin, that money don't mean nothing. But when I lay down in my coffin, I'm gonna say I die with my honor. I die with my morals. It don't matter about how much money I got, because all that money that you made gonna go to somebody else anyways when you die. And you can die today, tomorrow, 150 years. Don't matter when you're gonna die, you're gonna die. And it is what it is. So what you gonna die with? What you gonna die with? Exactly.
Right. It says that there is.
Switch to Chrome to load your
People
favorite
don't understand
sites
that, bro. You gotta die with somebody say, man, you know what?
Fast.
Rado was a solid guy, or blah, 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 or Jimmy was a solid guy. He stuck to his code. He tried to stay as honest as he possibly can. And, he loved his family,
Some kind of hole you've been trying to fill desperately. Pun intended. But there's also an emotional hole, a spiritual hole, something inside of you. And so who wants to marry that? You know what I'm saying?
In my opinion, this is just a guise of, guys, please forgive me for all the things that you know about me. Please, let's just throw in the trash.
Please ignore all the red flags. Please think that despite my track record being a certain way with all these dudes, it's going to be different with you.
The things that I've done, whether I've been accountable for my actions or not, whether I have, have changed behavior or I don't. Everybody, let's just put that in the past and let's just move on and forget about it and sweep it under the rug, because I still want the opportunities to be with other men, even though men have seen how I have acted in real time with the other relationships that I've had in the past.
She's gaslighting is what she's doing. Brittnay Renner is. She's gaslighting. She is trying to convince men that there's something fucked up going on in our heads, that we have this warped thing where we project a stain upon you because you've had X amount of penises. If that was the case, then no man would ever marry or date a woman who's ever been with even just one
Facts.
guy.
That's facts.
Right? But
That's
we
facts.
are far removed from that purity culture that we see expressed in the Bible, where basically if a chick is not a virgin, she's basically spoiled goods. It ain't nothing there. We don't operate that way as a society anymore. No, what it is what it says about your character.
That's what it seems like to me.
But the truth of the matter is, it's like, if you meet somebody that makes sense, whether they have a kid, whether they've been with someone publicly, why miss out on potential love of your life just because
that's true in an extent, like, but it's okay to date someone who has a kid, someone who has a little bit of a past, but not your past. That's the difference. Not your past, because you've been on everybody's hip publicly, you know what I'm saying? In front of the world. No, cuz.
guy dated her and it didn't work out.
That's probably the mature mindset.
It's not about, again, missing out. A lot of women, and I want to say this in a way, let me just make my disclaimer. My disclaimer is not every single mother is created equally. Not every woman is created
1,000%, obviously.
But a lot of women who I see spewing this mindset of how men should and should not behave are usually women who are single mothers.
Bingo! She hit the nail right on the head, dog. How you gonna tell me what a man like and you can't even keep a man? What is you talking about, bozo? What? How you gonna tell me how a man supposed to be and you ain't got a man? You probably didn't have a daddy. What is you talking about? Your granddaddy that you swear you loved that was the perfect man probably had a family across town. What is you talking about? No, and the thing is, men don't tell women how women should be. Well, technically, we don't tell you need to cook, clean, blah, 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 blah. Or how to think. We just tell you, don't open your legs to every man. That's all it is. 1 in every 16, maybe. 1 in every 15 that you think you like. But not every last one of them. Come on.
And they want to tell you how you should be relating to women in your life, again, so that they are able to have a chance with you.
Right.
It was literally
It's not just single mothers. It's women who aren't having any luck finding the kind of guy they want to date.
Exactly.
To settle down with them. When you don't know how to get that thing, a lot of people, what they try to do is force it. So right here, Brittnay is almost commanding that men reject that logical side of their brain that is analyzing her past and her character. And just go ahead and feel comfortable getting with a chick like this despite her history.
The other day, Brittnay,
couldn't be me, cuz.
that we saw you and your mama at your baby daddy's house acting a fool.
Exactly.
Hey, it's up with me. Just know that it's up.
What you gonna do?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Do something.
I didn't hear you say it again. If you had one, maybe I would.
Yeah.
Just ghetto.
What if you could
Just
create
ghetto
your
and jealous,
own
bro.
website by saying, this is what I want? With Wix, you can.
What the f you looking at?
Don't you want this to be your in-laws? Don't you want that to be your mother-in-law? Don't you want that to be your baby mama?
Don't tell nobody.
You don't pay for either. $170,000 to your hoe, but $11,000 in your son's bank account. $11,000 in your son's bank account, but $170 for that.
Wow. Yeah. Mother-in-law of the year right there.
It was literally not too long ago that you were telling women
That's
to
crazy.
get with athletes because they are foolish.
So if y'all really want to try to come up off a check off a man, I mean, you could just an athlete. They're really dumb.
It was literally the other day that Deion Sanders.
But you know what? You know what happened? Something that no person can stop. That time kept. You're getting older. You're getting older. You're getting older. You're getting colder. You're getting older and you're getting colder. Your peak is gone, Miss Lady. Your peak is gone. You're never going to look as good as you did when you were 22. And that time keeps. And every time you get a year older, there's another girl that becomes 22. There's another girl that becomes 22. There's another. And you're cooked. You're going to be forgotten eventually. I promise you, this is the way the world works. If you don't want to deal with the world, then hey, get out the world then. Don't deal with the world. But you're trying to date in the world, so guess what? You got to deal with it, cuz.
Had you in a class to, put guys, young guys on game to warn them of the type of women that they would encounter, and you were that example.
Let's go from step A to Z, because we got to kind of show these guys the other side of game. And that's why you gracefully blessed us with your presence, so they could understand.
Look how she's sitting, bro, in that short-ass dress, just airing out her lady bits.
From your point of view.
Oh, my God. This girl is so crazy.
How this game is played.
So in your situation, just from my personal opinion, I don't believe that the tainting has to do with anybody outside of yourself.
Facts.
And the fact that you seem out of control, uncontrollable, disrespectful, the fact that you are...
she just can't take accountability. It's becoming a cliche right now, right, to say, oh, women can't take accountability. But this right here is prime dodging accountability.
You might be a liability in a relationship to somebody else, and it does not mean that you might not be willing with the right person, because when Brittnay Renner got with Kevin Gates, most recently when they were in a relationship, she seemed very cool, calm, docile, all the above.
But that is over with.
Sam has made my life better in every single category, and like my husband says, the closer you get to God.
And I recently seen the video when he checked speed. I need to do a reaction to that. When he checked speed, he's with another girl. Listen, bro's never gonna lose his value. He's a man, bro. And as a man ages, they get more money and they get more hamps. But as a woman age, they don't get better looking, bro. They don't. They just get older. And there's beauty in age and wisdom too. Not saying that just because you get old, you're useless. But with these guys, where it's all vanity, it's all pretty looks, it's all that, you're cooked. You're cooked. They want the prettiest thing they can get most of the times.
Yeah, and literally in every category of my life, I mean, dreams happen. Like miracles happen once in a while, every day.
But you cannot, you are going to
What's she yapping about?
understand that your dating avenue is going to be vastly different than a lot of women who don't have their business on social media, who are not always in these public spotlight relationship situations, with these women who do not have this internet stain of a negative track record as it pertains to men.
There was a video that I did in my car where I was talking about how I had sex with, was it 3 men in a day, and then I ended up getting a yeast infection. I came out pretty unscathed for just a yeast infection. Think about the ramifications of telling people that I had sex with multiple men. Yes, I don't care. If I've had sex with 35 guys,
that's something that you're gonna have to realize.
Jeez.
And that was at that point. Who knows what it is now? Probably like 45. But
it's so interesting. These women are, I am woman. Hear me roar. I don't need no man. I can do better by myself. And here is a woman sitting down, begging men to forget her track record, just so that she can level out the dating pool to what she wants it to be.
Nah,
and it reminds me so much of when Drea, who was a model and all the above, went on social media, went on the radio, and was basically saying that like she's not a 3 or 4 anymore because it got deleted after a certain amount of time.
Wow.
I don't think I'm considered a hoe no more. I don't really got nobody in the last like 2 or 3 years.
You said no more.
Don't say no. No, your wholeness can get deleted like after a certain amount
no,
She's
it really
like,
can't.
That's whole lot.
Maybe if you're talking like when you was in grade school, like high school, and then like you in your 30s now, yeah, kinda. But no, 2-3 years ago, come on, bro, you still a hoe. Cut it out. Don't try to hide your whole traits. Cut it out.
Logic right there. Wow.
You're in a drought right now. I am in a total drought.
You know what's funny?
Only for her to then get into a relationship with a guy who is the same age as her son, somebody who was probably not hip to all the information that, men her age or a little bit older than, her baby daddy's age, who he was probably not around for a lot of the conversations that were floating around Drea's name, only to get him, engulfed in the situation to renew her card.
I mean, if you want this point, I'm gonna give it to you, but
hey, that ain't nothing but a refurbished old school right there. It got a little value to it because it's old school, but it's refurbished. It got all kind of nicks and ticks and bumps in it. Then they had 15 paint jobs on this old school. Whole bunch of nicks and ticks and pee stains on the floor.
I mean, I've had a driver's license.
Yeah, and they just had a big thing happen recently too.
A child?
an altercation.
I don't know. I just think, like I said before, I think it's very funny that a lot of these women have these conversations 100% of trying to prove to men that they don't need them, and then turning around and telling men who they should and should not date, and trying to make it seem like men are weak or emasculated or small-minded because they are not choosing to miss out on a woman who has a
usually chicks, I feel like women who try to speak on behalf of men, or I won't even say Riva is trying to do that right now, but you know what I'm saying, this whole male advocate thing. Think about Pearl Davis, for instance, and women like her. They always give heavy pick-me vibes, but I'm not really getting that from this chick. I really do feel like she just understands.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
she's trying to help women understand too.
I get what you're saying.
Record, a woman who probably maybe has a couple of children, you know, outside of you know, his relationship with her, not wanting to take on extra baggage.
Then again, this is the first video I'm seeing by her, so who knows?
And that he is, you know, immature.
But
or
so
has
far,
an
it's been
immature
pretty good.
mindset because he doesn't want to deal with the baggage that these women want to so freely bring.
The sunglasses are an interesting choice, though. I've been resisting pointing them out the whole time.
Why are you talking about sunglasses, bro? Get back to the topic, big dog. Come on, young Don.
Shades in their videos. Some people, it really fits them, and they really pull it off. Shout out to my boy Nero Knowledge, for instance. Casey Neistat, also an OG in the YouTube game, wore sunglasses the entire time. So, you know, it can be done, but they don't look bad on her or anything. They're just interesting.
Into their relationships. And that's just my opinion. That's just my personal opinion. Again, I have to say, not all single mothers are created equally. Not all their situations are created equally. Okay? But it's just something that I noticed, that a lot of the women who are in the seat of toxicity always try to tell men how to move and how to relate as it pertains to them.
And you know what? She's very right about that. Sometimes you got to realize when you date a woman that's already got a past, or a woman that got a kid, what's the reason for that situation not working? Sometimes you got to, you know what I'm saying? You got to really do your due diligence to figure out what that past really look like and not what she tells you. You feel me? But that's going to be another video for your boy Rado Rizzo. Make sure you check out Young Don Reacts. Check out his content, W Mans. I really rock with his content. Till next time, it's been your boy Rado Rizzo. Hey, by the way, before I do that, before I sign out, what y'all think about that situation? What y'all think about Brittnay Renner begging people to date him, trying to make them think a certain type of way? What y'all think? Would y'all shoot y'all shot? Would y'all just crack? Let me know right now down in the comments. Till next time, it's been your boy Rado Rizzo. I can't talk today. It's 4:40 in the morning. It's been your boy Rado Rizzo, and I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Peace. That was fun. That was real fun. So I'm gonna end my stream right here. I appreciate everybody who came through. W Twitch, WOBS. Till next time. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Peace.